Hi, and welcome to this course. For some reason, the FaceTime HD camera is not working today on my laptop, so my voice has to do it, I guess. Well, this is the main page of the course, and then let's start with the syllabus. The syllabus is here, and as you can see, you can find information here on my office hours and my office location. And of course online, since this is an online course, we can communicate online. This is the required textbook. Now I already received few questions on that, and let me address them. Well, the quizzes and the exams that you have to take, they are not through Connect, so you are not required to have that code. They are all through Canvas, our own system. So that means that you can have the regular paper textbook if you prefer, or you can have the online version of the textbook, whatever works for you. But that's the information for the course. This is the edition, and that's the textbook. So see what you find so you can study. Then the course overview. This is really a basic principles of finance course. So it's going to be related a little bit with econ courses and accounting, but it's finance principles, theory and applications. And those are some of the learning objectives the students are going to learn from this course. And it's going to be theory basically, and then application. You test how much you learned through quizzes, and then of course you have a final paper at the end of the term. You are going to do the financial analysis on a company. Academic honesty refers to this paper mostly, so everything that you write into this paper has to be your own words and properly cited in APA writing format. If we have students in the class with some type of learning disability, please contact this service, and they are going to instruct me and you if that's the case, and we'll go from there. Course philosophy and pedagogical design. If there is any student who is not familiar with Canvas at this point in time, that's the platform Sit and Hill uses. Please visit this tutorial and learn about how Canvas works. And because all the quizzes, all the assignments are going to be through Canvas. Now, every week you are going to have one assignment, one quiz. Let's go to quizzes to see how it works. So, see here, clicking on quizzes. Every week you have some quizzes. Quiz module 1 is going to open on March 9, which is a Saturday. So keep in mind, every Saturday you have a quiz from what you learned that week. The first quiz is shorter than other quizzes. Sorry about that, I put the sound really high and now the emails are coming through. So the first quiz is shorter because we only cover one chapter in module 1. So it's 45 points, which means there are only 15 questions. So I gave you 45 minutes, that's plenty of time. And that's going to open on Saturday, March 9, 6 a.m. And it's going to be available until March 9 at midnight. After that point, you are not going to be able to go into system, it closes. And this is how all quizzes work. Next quiz is going to be next Saturday, and it's going to be longer, quiz module 2. And you see 90 points, which means you have 30 questions from chapters 2 and 3, and you have more time. That's plenty of time for that, and it opens Saturday, March 16. So your weekly assignments are going to be quizzes. Now let's see how this course is organized in modules, because you are going to go week by week. So week 1, you're going module 1, and then you look here and you have to go over all these class activities. Listen to the videos if you have any videos, and follow the instructions here. And then once you are done, you go ahead and take the quiz on Saturday. Now let me address a question that came through today from a student in this class. Well, you see there are some discussion questions here. This is just for you to work on after you read the chapter, listen to the videos, It's not really, you don't have to submit them because actually I post the answers to them. So the answers are available, but I would suggest you to go and try to do it on your own and then check the answers. Just to make sure you learn something basically. Now in module 2, this is when the real finance starts because this is when we go into problem solving and more complex calculations. You see here we are going to cover chapters 2 and 3. So lots of calculations. Make sure you listen to all the videos there. And you see for here, you click on videos, you see there are lots of them to watch. And I split them in different ones that, so they are not too long. Read the theory from the PowerPoint, watch the video, and then move on and do some applications from the application one I posted for you. This way you don't read too much and maybe make sure you understand the concepts before you move on to the next ones, you see? Lots of videos to address those concepts. And if you follow the steps from here, just do the reading and then the video one at a time. So this is how we are going to communicate every week. You have quizzes and then you have readings to do. At some point you are going to take a midterm exam. Well, let's see, I think is module 4. Let's go on assignments for a little while to see how they are a little different than, see you have weekly assignments, quizzes, those are 2 canvas. Now the 2 exams, midterm and final exam, they are going to be through lockdown browser plus web camera. That means that you have to actually install this software on your laptop prior to the exam, so make sure you have it. This is why I posted a sample lockdown browser. I'll take it out here and I'll give it 0% of the weight because there are only 3 questions, so you make sure the software works prior to the exam. It's not going to count, I'll take it out on your grade. So you have all these quizzes, all these 2 exams that count for 30%, and then based on the syllabus, then let's go on modules there. You are going to have the last module, you are going to have the paper and the presentation. See, that's the one in which you will have to pick a company. When it comes to paper, final paper, I would suggest you do that earlier. Actually, in the syllabus, if you go back, it says by March 15, all of you should pick a company and let me know so I can keep track of companies. And I'm going to ask you to pick a public company because public companies are required to have all these statements: income statement, balance sheet, cash flow. The private ones don't have, and you are going to have access to the data for the 4 years. Public companies work best. So you see here, I posted here the rubric, and you see here grading rubric for the paper. Let's see in the reading tab. See here some information about how the paper works, and let's see where they posted a rubric. Right here. Presentation assessment rubric is down here. You see the way that's just for the presentation. So basically you need presentation skills here. That's the ones when you do your voice thread. Prior to the voice thread, you have to prepare a PowerPoint based on the paper. But let's see where the paper comes in here, because I also posted a rubric for the paper and a grading rubric and a sample paper. Let's see, grading rubric, module readings tab. So we have the readings here. That's the guidelines for the paper. You see, final paper guidelines, and that's a sample paper. I might replace this one. I think I have a better one, but if not, You can use this one. You can actually use the sample paper as a template format. You see, you start with an introduction and then you go through all the financial ratios for 4 years. Well, that was an older paper, but you can go as recently as 2018, 18, 17, 16, 15. By this time, 18 should be out and posted, but if not, go 17 and older. See, and you can follow this format, but also look at the guidelines here. This is what you have to analyze for each of the companies. So basically, this is what it is: quizzes, exams, paper, and paper presentation in VoiceThread. So I think we covered everything here. Let me check. We already discussed about online quizzes. We went there. Individual paper. Let me know the topic. Have access to all the statements for 4 years. Then paper presentation in VoiceThread. That's going to be module 8. And that's it. The individual presentation has a time limit of 15 minutes after you have the PowerPoint ready. And then you upload it here. In module 8, there is a place where you upload both the paper and the presentation. And this is how you are going to have your grade for the class. 40% weekly homework, 30% the 2 exams, midterm and final exam, 20% the written report, written paper on your company financials, and 10% your VoiceThread presentation. So, and based on the grades you have, this is how you are going to get your final grade. Now, a good thing about the Canvas and how these online courses are set up, you'll know your grade after every single submission, every single quiz or exam. Canvas does this calculation, grade calculation, and you can see your grade there. So if you want to improve, you know what you have to do: more studying, and always ask me questions for clarification. Well, I hope we have a good experience with this course, and hope to hear from you.